you go to real estate closing, you pay your portion of the taxes based on the previous year. Well, that's ridiculous because it probably was assessed for half or less. Now you're paying the actual tax, which is going to be adjusted for real value. And unfortunately, T, no one did anything wrong to you. If you want to verify that, we'd be happy to help you. But here's what I'm thinking. You need to look at your payment, make sure that your principal and interest did not go up. If taxes went up, well, that's tough. I mean, that's just the way it is. What you do is protest your taxes with the county.
This report is sponsored by Sherwin-Williams.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Mark Trenner is someone I recommend if you have an invention or a trademark or anything like that where you need help to protect it. You know, don't go online to these 1-800 submission companies. They're ripoffs, lying cheaters and ripoffs. I swear to you, we get so many complaints. You know, Trenner's not one of these guys that does that. He has flat rates. Give him a call, 720-221-3708. He's on the referral list, too, Trenner Law, 720-221-3708. Let's keep going here, 303-713-TALK. Listen, I told her what to do with her loan. I want to make sure there's nothing we can do for her on that.
She had one more question.
Oh, I'm sorry. But people, you need to verify that the numbers are correct. That's all. You just call the taxing authority, and if they are taxing you and that's what made your payment go up, you can protest your taxes. That's a separate issue. You protest, actually, here's really fun. You don't protest taxes. That is a miscommunication. We don't protest taxes. The only thing you can legally protest in this state, you protest valuation. And that, in essence, turns out to be a reduction in tax if you can argue that your house is worth less than they say. So, T, you said you had one additional question. What is it?
I did that, and I got...
you did what? You did what?
County assessor.
Oh, good. You went to the county assessor, and what did you find out?
My tax is supposed to be only $4,000, but the mortgage company overpaid the taxes in February, and
you'll get that money back.
And then they pay again in May.
Listen, wait. The county assessor said that the entire year of taxes is only $4,000?
Yes, and they collect $12,000 from me.
That they collected $12,000? You got to go to what title company did this for you?
I don't remember the name.
Well, you got to go to your closing agent. Listen, if they took $12,000 from you by mistake, they need to give back they need to give back what's not due. Can you do me a favor? Do me a favor. I want all her closing docs. Otherwise, I'm not doing anything. She has to, I'm shooting in the dark here. I'm shooting totally in the dark. I need to get her to send closing docs, and we'll see whether she was screwed or not. It's that easy. Jenna has another question on a lease because they're in a place they hate. It expires in September, and they're saying, can we get out earlier? What do we have to do? Go ahead, Jenna.
Yes. My last question was, my fiance wants to just refuse to pay the rent until it's fixed. Is that a thing, or are we just going to end up with fines? It's
not a thing in Colorado. I mean, there's no law that protects you from doing that. I believe under the standards of habitability, it might address that. I'll have to look it up because I do think there are some repairs you're allowed to make and deduct, but I think they're emergencies. I'm not sure. I'm hazy on it, and what I need to do is look it up.
Okay.
And why don't you do it as well? But I believe that would be crazy to do. However, here's another trick, okay, if you want to use it. I'm going to tell you a dirty trick. This is assuming you're dealing with a scumbag, okay? I don't mind pulling out the stops for a scumbag. Here's what you do. You go out and secure a lease right now for September 1st.
Okay.
But you do it now or excuse me, or for July, whatever. I would say September 1st.
Okay.
Here's why. Okay, what you're going to do now is you're going to get it now while your credit is really good. Then you're going to go back to this guy, and come rent day on August 1st, because he's a scumbag, you're going to say, use my deposit for the last month's rent, because you know this guy's going to try to keep your deposit and all that crap. And then he's going to say, well, I'm evicting you, but he's not going to be able to evict you until you're going to be out of there before he can evict you anyway. So, and if he tries to ruin your credit, you already have a new lease. I'm just saying that's something you could do.
Okay.
If you think he's a scumbag, do you think he'll try? Well, how much is your deposit?
I believe we put down, it couldn't have been more than $400.
Well, how much is your monthly rent?
$1,500.
Okay. See, he has you. You have him by the short hairs. But if you really believe you've been cheated and it's, you can take matters into your own hands. But remember, he's going to come after you and say you breached contract. You didn't even pay the last month's rent because the deposit's only $400. So,
right.
You could always. You have to figure out what you want to do. Let's put it this way. If it was me and I spent money and time and this guy never did anything, I may try to get revenge at the end of the lease. I may try, so long as I had my other bases covered. I'd try to get financially even. Now, that doesn't mean stealing anything from him, but you could certainly say, hey, take $400, my deposit, apply it to the last month's rent, because I think you owe me the balance, and I think you owe me everything, so forget it. I'm not, but you have to be really strong in your argument, because if he takes you to court, I doubt you can prove what you're saying. Steve, what's going on, Steve? Welcome. What's happening?
Oh, thank you, Tom.
Yes, sir.
I have a house in South Denver that's built in 1953, and I have a two-car garage in the front alongside of the living room.
Yeah.
And I built a two-car garage in the back last fall, and I tried to convert this to a living space because this house truly has one bedroom and a bathroom.
So you wanted to convert one of the garages? Which one? The attached garage?
Yes, the front garage, the front on the street side.
Is the front garage attached?
Yes.
And you wanted to make it living space. So what happened?
Yes. Well, the city says, the homeowner can do these kind of things. So I took a test for plumbing and all that and draw some pictures up, and they didn't accept it. And now I talked to some architects, and they draw me some drawing, but this is an unusual contemporary California contemporary home, which is a flat roof.
Steve, I understand it's a complicated home or it's modern or whatever. Steve, are they now? First of all, are they allowing you to apply for a homeowner's permit right now?
Well, yes.
Okay, but now you're having a problem with the plans?
Yes, because they want me to do
a professional plan, and they want an engineering stamp. And Steve, yes. I'm happy they do. If you're having a hard time and you want to do this whole thing yourself, even do-it-yourselfers. When I say it's do-it-yourself, I do not mean the planning and engineering. That should never be done on your own. You can work with an architect. You can then get an engineer's stamp or work with an architect who is an engineer. You can do whatever you want, but don't do it yourself. I can't sit here and help you get a permit without a real drawing, okay?
No, but there used to be, or still is, a variance that, this is only a...
Listen, we're talking about two different things. A variance is a variance in use of the property. Even with a variance for use of the property, you still need engineered plans. So I don't even understand. We're talking about two completely different things. Are you having a problem with use of the land? Are they saying it's not zoned for that many square? I mean, what are they saying? Why are you talking about a variance? You don't need a variance.
No, that's what I thought.
If you're in a neighborhood, Steve, if you're in a residential neighborhood and you're finishing your basement or putting your garage and making it living space, you do not need a variance. A variance is to change zoning.
No, I just put that up for you because I don't know, because they want us to insulate it.
Here's what I think you meant. I am telling you that even do-it-yourself projects with homeowners permits need professional drawings and engineering stamps. Here's what I think you meant to say. I thought they would give me some slack. I thought they would work with me as a homeowner. That's where you meant variance. There is no variance. Yes. There is no variance when it comes to engineered drawings and plans. No, Steve, do-it-yourselfers sometimes can draw a plan. Sometimes.
Let me say something, Tom. I have this flat roof contemporary home, and I don't have enough room to insulate the ceiling for today requirements of 39 or 41 R41. So I don't know what to do. They bring the ceiling down, and the ceiling going to be lower in the house.
Okay, listen. Does the house have R31 throughout?
No.
Okay.
No,
but now, in order, I know, they can't make you retrofit, but they can make you add only code. They will never give you a variance to go back the way it was to match that architecture. Steve, I understand what you're saying, but they won't do it. They won't do it for aesthetics. They won't do it for structure. If you can't build according to code, and if that's what you meant, no, there is no variance to building code. Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK. Frank Durand, realestateman.com. I'm mentioning him because we actually have one of the guys who used him, and this is wonderful to hear. You know, he was from Garage Kings. He said that during closing a problem came up, and Frank Durand just says, forget it, I'm going to fix it, take it out of my commission. I mean, he's just like that. Anyway, Frank Durand, realestateman.com. I really mean him. He's the best, 303-920-1622. Now, let's talk art. What is going on? Now, finally today, though, folks, I want to tell you, you can get right through 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. I also have a few instant messages for the Kings and one for the carpet. What's happening with you, Art?
Yes, good morning, Tom. I'm calling because I filed a timely claim from last year's hail storm. Now, my car and my home, my roof suffered damage. My insurance will cover my car, but they denied the claim to my roof. Now, I understand that I can request, they did an inspection. And
okay, now, hold on. You're saying who will cover what?
My insurance covered the damage to my car.
Sure.
Okay, but they won't cover the damage to my roof.
To the roof of your home.
Correct.
Is it your own?
Well, what? Damage.
Okay. What insurance are we talking about? Your homeowners, or are we talking about your auto?
Who's
covering the car?
It's the same insurance, American Family.
Yeah, I know, but you have different policies.
Correct.
So, which policy paid for the damage on the car?
The one for the auto.
Okay, and naturally it should. Now,
correct.
Now you're saying who won't pay what now after that?
Now, I submitted a claim under the homeowner's insurance for my roof.
Okay, because your roof was damaged in a storm.
Correct. And subsequently, pretty much all the homes around me to this point.
No. So, Art, first of all, you're one of the bad five, unfortunately. American Family. If I had to make a list of the bad, it's Farmers, Allstate, State Farm, and American Family. Yeah, Dan hates Fred Loya's insurance company. So Allstate, so all of these. So whenever you can, I want you to make sure you call Compass Insurance Group and get a quote because they'll save you money, or they'll tell you even if they can't save you money, you need to switch out of American Family when you can save money. But I think they can beat them every time. Here's the deal. On your homeowners, you need to call a public adjuster, and we have them on the referral list. They will get you, no matter what. Let's just say the company did come to your house the insurance company, and offered you something, no matter what, the public adjuster will get it doubled. Okay? So you're never going to feel the 10% commission ever. It's going to be